Okay, this is the tutorial for the assignment number 2, the clipping group assignment. I'm going to do the actual assignment for you, and then I want to show you a practical application of this assignment. Let's get right into it. This is the PDF file for the actual assignment, and I want you to see how you are to go to the Xserve resources and copy the clipping group assignment folder to your folder on your computer. It asks you to go to Photoshop, to open Photoshop and go to File, New, and make your height and resolution match mine. It's a 6 wide by 7 high canvas at 72 ppi with a transparent background. If you see what I'm circling right there, I'm going to show you that I already have the assignment showing on screen right here. And I'm going to go to image size so you can just take a note of my sizes. It's 6 by 7 at 72 ppi, as you can see right here. The way that the assignment guide says is to make 4 layers. So if I go back to here, it says make 4 layers. A yellow background, a red square, and above it is a blue streak and a green circle. And I'm going to use the red square to clip out the visibility beyond its borders of whatever else is there, meaning the green circle and the blue streak. So you can see them here. You can see that the blue streak and the green circle go beyond the red square, and then down here they do not. So let's go ahead and create that. I won't go back to this because I don't need to, but when you're finished, please do not print this. Just put a copy of your file, copy it to the Xserve student drive and your MACA 2300 folder, and I will grade it from there. So let's go into this assignment right here and start it right away. Let me minimize this assignment in the background because it's going to be my practical application of what we just did. I'm going to click the yellow background, click the foreground color. I'll move it over just ever so slightly, and let's make it be yellow, any yellow, I don't care. And hit Option Delete to fill it up. Okay, let's now deselect it. All right, and let's go red square and hit the M key for marquee, or any way you want to make a square. I don't care if you draw it or whatever. Well, that's not a square. Let's go in there and get a square. Now let's go make a square. Now let's just go get red for my foreground color and Option Delete. Make sure I'm selected on the red square layer and fill. Let me hit Command D to deselect. Let's make a blue streak, so I'll take the paintbrush and I will make the hardness of the paintbrush rather hard. Hit my return key to accept that change. Let my flow, do not change or adjust the option, the opacity in the options up here. Just adjust the flow. Normally when we're painting, like when we paint a product, you want your flow to be somewhere around 2% to maybe 20%, depending on how much airbrush you want coming out. But for right now, I'm going to make a blue streak and we're going to have it at 100%. So let's just make a nice big blue streak come right through just like this. Now let's click the green circle, and again, if we go up to the toolbox and we get the elliptical marquee tool, I want you to see how you can make a green circle starting from the center out. So you hold the Option or Alt key and then you hold the Shift key, and it constrains the circle to a perfect circle, not just an ellipse, and you can draw it from the center out with the Option key. So there is my marquee, or my selection for the circle. I am selected onto the green circle layer. I'm going to select a foreground color of green. I'm out of gamut here, and I'll talk to you about what's in and out of gamut. Right now I am in gamut, but I'm out of gamut. It's okay because I'm dealing with an RGB file, and we'll have a talk about that. Let me click OK and hit Option Delete. I now have all the items necessary in my file, so I'll go ahead and hit Save on the file. You should too. And I'm now going to hold the Option key, and I'm going to click between the red square and the blue streak, and I'm going to click between the green circle and the blue streak. That clips both of these layers, creating a clipping group to the red square, not affecting the yellow background. Now I'm going to save my file, and I'm going to show you a practical application of this. So let me minimize this and bring off the other file that I had. I have, obviously this is a windshield of a certain vehicle. I'm going to show you the actual reference right there. Okay, now below it I have actually put in the reference in a small reference layer, which I'll toggle on and off real quick right there. I wanted you to see how I solved this the first time, but before I do, I've actually made 4 different paths. One is the mirror shape. The second one, called small inside lights, is just the lights off of the moldings. The inside lights is the far driver's side window that you see, and the outer window is the inside, not the trim edge, but the inside edge of that particular windshield. Now, I'm going to shift click to turn off the path, and I'm going to show you how I painted this the first time using these paths to contain all of my airbrushing. I'll make my point. Here is the outer molding. Let me turn off this reference so you can see me start from here. Here is the inside gray, which is really where the window is, not the molding. Here is the darkness that you can see, and I stop the darkness if you see where I'm circling here and here. I'm going to show you now the driver's windows. Now I put in the black that's over the windows, so I've built it up in layers, starting from the big stuff, working my way to the little stuff. It's how I paint all the time. It's how we should learn how to paint in this class. And now I have my finished product. Now let me show you, this doesn't have the white on both sides. Let me show you an easier way to accomplish this. There's more than one way to do it. I started with the same dark outer edge of the molding, and notice how when you look at this reference below that you can see how the molding has, like, it's on all 4 sides including the windshield wipers. Notice how I didn't try to just do 4 different things. I did one large dark shape because the lighter window shape goes on top, creating the drawing of the outer trim. Now watch this. You're going to see just a bunch of airbrush matching where I feel the darkness should be on that windshield. The next thing is that I have the windows above that. So what do? I come back with another darkness over those windows. Now I have my white, which is with a little bit of blue in it, giving me my shine on both sides. And now here's a little bit of blue on the far sun side of the window, and then of course the white is right there where I'm circling. Now watch what happens when you use the clipping group technique. I'm going to clip the first airbrushed black, the far side glass for the driver's window, the second airbrushed black, the white, which was the first, the blue, which was the tasteful blue that gave me a window color, and then the white over here on this side. Now look at the cleanliness using the inside gray, which is the large window shape. In fact, I'll command click it so you can see a selection of it. Using that shape as my clipping master or my clipping group, I clipped all the other airbrushing to that, and we'll discuss it more in class with practical demonstrations. Please turn in your assignment to the student folder, and when you're finished, I'll obviously go on to assignment number 3.